Hey guys, BucFanJKE here. Uh, got a couple friends that have been wanting to see what I've been doing on 7 days. So this is going to be a video that kind of shows off my bases. I say plural because I've got a few bases here together. Uh, Basically, I didn't come over here till day 14. I held off day 14 or 7 and day 14 in a small little base with just a bunch of spikes. Nothing too great. Just sat there and stockpiled resources. That way I could come out here and kind of build my own. Um, so right now I'm in the police station. This is Nava's game. So police station's right here. This is my little crafting room. And this is the first crafting room that I set up when I moved over here. So this is still my main, crafting area. This is where my forges that have the most, materials and stuff are. I've kind of been stockpiling, and I still keep quite a bit of stuff over here to keep crafting with. And then the cement mixer that is pretty much useless other than making crushed sand, which, is nice. A bunch of empty storages over here that I just had just in case. I've put a lot of iron bars in this police station because this was originally, I considered making this my base, but I ended up never doing it. Also made some roof access, busted that out and made access to the roof. Got some spotlights up there, and you can see I put iron bars in here as well. But not really done anything else with this police station. I made a little foyer area just in case the zombies did get in, but I never defended this base at all. It's just the only time I have to defend it is when I'm fighting off screamers. So across the street from this is the base that I held off days 21 and 28. Basically, I've got barbed wire up front, 3 rows of spikes, some more barbed wire fences, and then 3 rows of iron spikes with some more barbed wire. Pretty simple. It worked. It was pretty successful. So basically, you come into this first room, and this is what I call the kill room. If they do somehow manage to get in, all of these fires still have wood on them. You could turn them on, set the zombies on fire, and you can cook from them. It's a double door, so they gotta go through 2 doors, and you've also got room in here to turn on these cook fires and still shoot zombies as well. Day 28 horde came through here. I hadn't even cleaned it up since then because I was building my new base. So that's they came in from this direction, and it held off really well. But basically, this has kind of been untouched. I haven't really done much with this place. I built it, was going to do things, and never really did. This room right here originally was a gardening area, but then I put another floor on top of this, so that garden was kind of pointless. But it was nice. And then in here is just, I had to build a bunch of rooms because the game was bugging out on me and it didn't want me to build up here, even though the other floors, held up fine. So that's why those rooms are there. Then this right here is my supplies here. This is probably where a big chunk of my supplies still are. Although I've moved a lot of, actually I've probably moved most of them. Most of my medical supplies will probably be here though. But I have moved most of them. A bunch of my guns are still here. Still got a bunch of ammo here. But yeah, that's where that is. This right here is my bridge. This will take me to my mines, which I'll show you that. I was pretty proud of this. I really like the design here, like this octagon little tunnel, which I originally had ideas to do that in the mines, but I've just been busy and haven't got to it yet. So here we'll take you down to the mine. It's a long way down. So here's my mines, and again, I mined all this out with a pickaxe and a shovel. I don't have any augers yet. I don't think I've found auger parts to this point. I have the recipe, but I haven't found any auger parts. So this is just a big, tunnel. I'm gonna do the octagon-shaped tunnel here, just like you saw on the bridge. So back here is my actual mine shaft. This is where I get out my iron and lead and things like that. It's a pretty substantial mine, I think. And again, this is all mined out by hand. Basically, I find a thing of iron and just go at it. So down here this way, which is a little dangerous because I did make this too steep. So I've got to go around here. I originally had an idea to build a bunker down here at bedrock, but I never did do that. So here's bedrock, and I originally was going to carve this out and do a nice little bunker, just kind of like a panic room almost, just in case my base did get overran. But I ended up not doing that. Didn't think it was necessary. So let's see, I've got to get back up. Let's see, I think it's right here. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Made that too steep, so it's kind of a pain in the butt. Alright, so we'll go back up through this way. This right here is my original mine entrance. I just connected it to my base. I figured it made more sense. And it's just a little bitty shack right here, made out of concrete. There's the police station right there. Here's where I planted my tree farm. You know, it's nice to not have to go out to get trees. You can just get them all from one place. And then over here, you can see it loading in. That's the base that we just went down. So this mine shaft goes down and connects to that mine. This was my mini bike garage, although console's really buggy, so my mini bike disappeared. So that sucks, but I'll make another one eventually. I just haven't got around to it. I've been mostly sticking here. Over here, which I want to just go ahead and shout out somebody right here. This next base, which is my new base, which I just finished, is heavily inspired by Grand Spartan. He's a YouTuber. I'll link his channel below. This is a lot of his ideas are being shown here. Awesome bases. So this right here is an underground tree farm. Zombies can't get in here because this is all iron barred up. The trees actually glitch through the iron bars. So you have to get the iron bars before you put the trees down. But after you get the iron bars in, they'll just glitch right through here. And you can still cut them down with no problem. So that's pretty useful. That way you can actually grow them, stay underground, and have that. I've also got just a small little garden. It's still in the early stages. I'm still having bugs. You can see I've got a couple spots right here where I've got frames still. In those spots, it's not letting me plant anything. I had a lot of bugs going on when I was trying to build this garden, so I've still got to work that out. And here's my base. It's pretty simple. 2 rows of spikes. This down here is a spike pit. I can show you from up top. Little entrance right here on the road, and we'll go in and check that out. I'm pretty proud of this one. This one took a lot of resources, a lot of time, but I think it's pretty awesome myself. So you come in through here. I've got candles to keep it illuminated. I don't even need my miner hat in here. So this is what this looks like. So this is a big spike pit. You've got columns. You can melee through these. You can repair the spikes through this. And it goes all the way around. And I've also got an inner area, which I will show you. Also, I put little markers down that way I know which direction everything is, because, you know, this thing's symmetrical, so you get lost. So if I look over here, S means supplies. This is my exit. M means mine, which I haven't really done anything with the mine here. It's going to be a work in progress. I haven't got around to that. I haven't needed to. And then this way is to the tree farm, which I'll go ahead and show you that now. So it's a long little corridor that had to wrap around. I've got candles throughout here. So again, my miner hat's not on, guys. This is completely illuminated, which is nice. So here's what the tree farm actually looks like. You got these support columns, a bunch of trees, small garden area. I need more potato seeds. Because potatoes are for the best food in the game. The meat stew, by far, best food. Also got goldenrod going, some corn, and then some blueberries. This has just been finished today, actually, so I've got to get more going on there. Get my garden going. I didn't have a lot of potato seeds to start with. So after I get that going, that'll be a lot better. So now I'm going to show you my supply room and the spike repair system. And again, spike repair system was heavily influenced by Grand Spartan. You know, he does it in every one of his bases. I think it's brilliant. So I've incorporated it here. Got a couple chests here with iron in them. That way I do make sure I have iron on hand for repairing. So basically, you can have a bunch of zombies pitted up in here, and you can sit here and repair all these spikes from underneath without ever having to, you know, worry about them going out. You can keep them up in the middle of the horde, and you see, like, right there's one that's damaged, so boom, it's repaired now. So, you know, really, really awesome. Makes the hordes a breeze. And then down here is my supply room. It's pretty similar to something that Spartan has. You know, it's just a bunch of crates. I'm eventually going to put cement mixers right here. I just haven't got the materials to make them. Just some miscellaneous chests, food chests, you know. Over here is my gun chests and forges. When the forges are going, this is pretty illuminated. I just haven't really needed to run them right now. But yeah, it's nice to have all this down here. And then, you know, I've got my supply crates all ready to go. I've got quite a bit of materials here already. Been making the transition to move in here. So this way takes you up towards the top. I've got a inner area for the spikes. This is just a single player game. You'll notice because it shows you can split screen on it. So this is just a single player, not creative. You can see that here. Creative would be right there. This is all done the hard way. But yeah, this is nice. It would be cooler if this was multiplayer, because then you could have one guy on the inside, one guy on the outside. But you know, I liked it. I figured it'd give me some flexibility, because typically when the horde starts, I'm going to be up here anyway. So right here is just a little small inner room. This is where my bedroll actually is. So if something happens, I'll be spawning in right here, which I like because it's kind of central. It gets you to the inside, and it also gives you tower access. Which here is the tower on top, and basically it's just got a couple iron bars here. This is more for me, so I don't fall off. Because falling off in this spike pit would be pretty much an instant death. So yeah, that's my base. Took a lot of time, took a lot of resources. I haven't actually got to test this with a horde though. The day 35 horde did not show up, so hopefully I'll get to test it on day 42. I'll let you know how that goes. But yeah, so that's my base. I hope you enjoyed it. If you got any questions, let me know. And I appreciate the view.